Okay, this video looks at GCSE Science, AQA, and it uses this paper, which is the higher tier, Combined Science Synergy. Paper 1, Life and Environmental Sciences. Right, okay, let's have a look. Okay, question 1. Figure 1 shows a sweet potato. Let's see, colour. Very sweet. There it is, down there. Tubers. And then the table shows some of the nutrients in the sweet potato. So we've got most of the weight of 100 grams is water. Some protein, a little bit of fat, not much. Much more carbohydrates in the sweet potato, and fibre, which would be cellulose and the like. Okay, so question then arises. After cooked sweet potato is digested, so presumably it's been eaten, sugars, including glucose, pass into the blood. Give 2 other soluble molecules that would pass into the blood after cooked sweet potato is digested. So you know, in the digestive system, in the digestive system, you get enzymes released into your digestive system which break down complex molecules into simpler molecules. Through the action of enzymes. And these smaller molecules can then be absorbed into the blood. In the circulation system and then carried to where they're needed. Okay, but this question is really asking about biological molecules. And in this context, in the digestive system, biological molecules and the building blocks of them. So we have proteins and lipids, or what you'd call fats and oils, I guess. Now the constituents of those are, in the case of proteins, amino acids. That is one mark point. Let me just check. So glucose passes into blood. Other soluble molecules are, so whereas a protein is not necessarily soluble, the amino acid is. And then we also have fats. Now you may be aware that fats and oils are composed of 2 constituents. A protein is a lot of amino acids repeating. Fats and oils, well, they have glycerol and fatty acids. So the other mark point, you give one of those, 2 mark points. It's just a colour that I didn't know. Let's choose that. Amino acids, fatty acids, boom, 2 mark points. Right, calculate the mass of sugars in 180 grams of cooked sweet potato. Okay. 180 grams sweet potato. So you need to look back here to here. question is calculate the mass of sugars in 180 grams of cooked sweet potato. And if we look here, whoops, on this horizontal row, we have carbohydrates, of which 6.55 grams are sugars, and that's in 100 grams. Okay, so, whoops, sorry about that. Go back over here. What was it? Yeah, it was 6.55. So, how much in 180 grams? Well, times this by 1.8. Cheers, just get my calculator. All right, calculator. Oops. Times it by 1 to get the number of the mass sugars in 100 grams, times 1.8 to get the mass of sugars in 180 grams. So they're testing a little bit of maths. They like the maths nowadays. So 11.79 grams. Good, okay, all right. The sweet potatoes found underground contain starch. A bit bigger. Explain how starch in the sweet potato is produced from carbon dioxide in the air. Okay, let's change colour. Oops. Okay, so this is a 6 marker. These are hard to get all 6 marks. But what I would say is get some key words in. Okay, like starch is a polymer of glucose. Okay, this is testing a lot of understanding this particular question. Carbon dioxide. Well, how does that get to be in glucose, which then gets to be in starch? Right away, you're thinking photosynthesis. I hope you are. All right. From carbon dioxide in the air. This is, I think sometimes these questions are so difficult because it's so hard to know precisely what is wanted. But that carbon dioxide, that's got to get into the leaf. I bet a lot of students missed this. I must check the examiner's report. But this has to come in through stomata. How does the glucose get to be made into starch, and where? Where is the important thing and how it gets there? So transportation of glucose in this vascular tissue, which is called phloem. If you're getting these key words into your answer, then you're well on your way to getting 6 marks. How do I know this comes from this question? Well, yes, I have seen the mark scheme, but I know that what they want is a full explanation which uses technical terms. This is key to an understanding and an explanation to scientific principles. So let's go ahead and write this out. I would always recommend drawing diagrams or putting in equations. These can be marked by the examiner. So in the process of photosynthesis, carbon dioxide, you could write the word equation or the symbol equation, either is fine. I'll write them both down for you in case you're not sure. And water are running out of space over here. Are converted to glucose, and luckily for us, oxygen's given off. And of course, the whole thing is powered by sunlight. It's the energy in the electromagnetic waves. Glucose has this formula. It's supposed to be 6, sorry about that. And just balance it up here. Okay, so if you want to then put that into writing, hang on a minute. I'll put it into writing at the end. In the leaf, you have chlorophyll in there, but carbon dioxide has got to get into the leaf. Comes in through open stomata. The glucose, let's get crazy with the colours, man. Glucose here has to be transported down into the sweet potato down here. That's brilliant drawing. Fantastic. And converted into starch. And it travels down through the phloem. Okay, so putting this all into words. I mean, if you drew that was your answer, instead of spending a lot of time writing it, pretty much you're going to get the 6 marks. Well, I wouldn't guarantee that, but let's put this into writing. You'd say, and you can shorthand it like that as well. Enters leaf through, sorry about my writing, open stomata. That's no. In process, and don't concentrate so much on English. It doesn't really matter to a great extent here. I mean, it does more so in ale, but not here really. In process of photosynthesis, light energy. This is in the mark scheme. One detail on photosynthesis, light energy used to to join together carbon dioxide, to fix carbon dioxide into glucose. Whoops. And then you could say glucose transported to roots via phloem, and then in roots converted to starch. I guess you could say which is a polymer of glucose. Something like that. I mean, does that answer this question? Explain how starch in the sweet potato is produced from carbon dioxide in the air. The carbon dioxide gets in the leaf through the stomata. They're looking for these words, by the way. I mean, this is what it could be hard with these types of questions to know exactly what they want. In the process of photosynthesis, mark point, light energy is used to fix carbon dioxide. That's a detailed photosynthesis. Transportation in the phloem, another mark point. Convert to starch, polymer glucose. I think that would get all 6 marks. Hard to do an exam, I know. This kind of question, you must do a lot of practice to get all 6 marks, but this is a high level paper. Most students are not going to get the 6 marks. If you look here, come on, God damn it. Is that what I want? Behave, damn you. Carbon dioxide enters through stomata, glucose, produce photosynthesis, some detailed photosynthesis, translocation. Okay, I didn't get a word, translocation. Phloem, glucose converted to starch, long chain polymer, blah, blah, blah. Starches acts as a storage molecule. There's a couple of others in there. Right, okay, that'll do for now. And keep these short and simple. Just build them up. Hope that helps. Any questions, let me know. Thank you.